Hello everyone, this is Terry, and again I'm in the second part of the full moon in Cancer. Now it's the interpretation part. After the technical details, please take a look at the video about the technical details, the degrees and the mentions all the metonic cycle and the lunar gestation cycle, etc., and how those dates and how those degrees um, relate to your natal chart and to your life in that sense. Now, this is the full moon in Cancer, 13th of January, that will happen at 22:26 UK time, and this is the interpretation video for that. So it's interesting. When I was writing the technical details of the full moon, I generally go like, oh, I first have to look the data is etc. And then I didn't look at the chart. That's what I generally get in case prepared for any chart interpretation for the clients, etc. as well. I first like make the data analysis and then I could get into the chart. I think everyone's preparations is different in that sense. And after I having look at of course, the chart, and then I was looking like, wow, sun, the duo, I mean the full moon duo, which I call, it's like sun and moon are like have quite a lot of interaction with the rest of the sky during especially the full moon time. And first I was thinking like, okay, let me maybe uh, just write a dialogue between the moon in Cancer. I like during the full moons making that dialogue of the opposing sides, and the sun in Capricorn. And then I just decided like when there is this divine opposition, so much interaction with the sky, I think we should tell more about it. So, divine opposition in the sky, tell us what we can expect from you. So, I mean, we see in the full moon chart that the Mars is just in really, um, it's not very tight, but still in good connection with the I mean, it's very near to, I mean, the sun and the moon. I mean, mostly the moon, of course, the conjunction, and the sun is the opposition. And it's during the now in retro, it's Mars is retrograde. So in that sense, I mean, as Mars is asking us to review our fighting energy, our way to go forward. It's a review period because it's slowed down and it's like all making this recollection of the things that happened during the Mars in Cancer period. Um, when it comes to the people, the environment, the past that we care about, what kind of an impact might it have on what we leave behind and what we take along with us forward during this full moon? I think that's how we try to understand the Mars role during the full moon. And even though it's a cardinal energy, because both, as I mentioned in the technical details part, the Cancer and Capricorn are cardinal signs, and Mars is also in Cancer. Maybe Mars might be putting down some brakes to this leading energy and slowing it down. We can think about it, or like maybe smoothing it as well. And there might be some kind of lessons coming through the mentor, Chiron, that is normally known as the wounded healer. But I feel that, I mean, in this chart, it's not only, of course, feeling, but it's like I can when looking at everything in the chart, I think that the Chiron might be the mentor here, and which is still around the same position when it was back in solar eclipse of the 2024 in April 8th. So also we have to think about all those beginnings, the plants seeded during that period, which could have been expanded to 3 to 6 months period ahead. So what we can ask about this connection with the Chiron is that could be the case that some teachings that might not be exactly what we appreciate, because Chiron is squaring both of the the sun and the moon uh, in that sense. And we can also ask, like, in contrary, instead of like these teachings that come through the Chiron, could be maybe frustrating, but no frustration, no annoyance, only rose garden. We wouldn't push ourselves forward, right? I mean, so it's like sometimes we need this pushing, the frustration, etc., to make us go forward. And in the meantime, our ideas, our dreams, which and the images we have created, uh, not in our minds but in our hearts, we can say, when we talk about the Neptune in Pisces, might be in good harmony with what our caring and emotional inner shell and hardworking realistic outer shell may be after. That's the relation how the Neptune is making with the full moon duo in the sky. And same holds for the sudden changes, which might not be straightforward, fast moving, but maybe when Uranus comes, because this is the sudden changes could be related to Uranus, but at the same time, Uranus is also retrograde at the moment. When Uranus comes back to this position, that is 23 degrees, 23 minutes in direct motion, it is possible that we could see a much better and clearer picture how that the impact of changes. It could be there could be still some sudden changes with Uranus being such in contact with the for the moon and the sun, but I think the real sense would be felt when Uranus comes in direct motion. But above everything, I think most important thing that we might need to achieve is the balance through the full moon, finding the middle way to be able to complete the halfway in the cycle without any hesitations, without any issues. Why halfway? Because from the new moon to full moon is the halfway, and from the full moon, when it starts waning down to the other cycle, new moon, is the other halfway. So, in that sense, we have to really try to find this middle way, and then the halfway in that sense. And like the famous advice, work, family life, home balance, how? Maybe a bit of compromise. We may need to feel that caring, nurturing atmosphere, especially for having a secure and homely feeling environment, reminding us family, our house, our tribe, which could make us quite emotional, sensitive, while we may not want to stand out as this never giving up mountain goat, ambitious, realistic, hardworking. So, can we be both? I mean, like there is this emotional caring, and then someone that wants to stand out, like I'm realistic, like strategic, hardworking, going forward. So can we be both? I think that's the question that the full moon is asking us in certain areas of our lives where the Cancer and Capricorn is in our natal chart. I believe that there could be really a way to get the best out of both and continue in a harmony. It's like I also believe that the dispositor of the sun in Capricorn, which is the Saturn, which is in Pisces now, could be a great contributor. So, full moons always let's first believe in the fact that we can find middle way thanks to the little compromises. So, I think that would be the interpretation of the full moon in Cancer that is coming up. If you have any questions or any comments, please come to the comment side. All the best. Bye bye.